Welcome back. Ashley Metzger is with the Desert Water Agency. Thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you.
We're talking about irrigation in the wintertime. You say it in the summertime. That's one of the biggest users of water for people, typical water bills.
It definitely is. People use about 4 times more water during the summer. So the important thing is, now that it's nice and cool and all of the locals are, digging through their closet to find the sweaters, and our visitors are still in flip-flops.
Yeah.
Now is the time to actually make sure that you're taking advantage of the cooler weather and you're taking advantage of the rain. We had a few good storms in the past couple weeks, and a lot of folks even still have their irrigation off because their soil is still pretty moist.
Patrick was talking before we went on, said he hasn't turned his sprinklers. I turned mine on the other day just for a little bit, but I've turned them back off.
Yep.
Because you can tell the ground, most areas don't need it right now.
Exactly. So you can always feel your soil or put in a soil moisture meter to determine how your grass is doing and if it needs more water.
Okay.
There are also other things that can help. There's a guide that is online that tells you about how much you should water on a given month.
Okay.
And then, of course, if it rains, that really foils things. And there's a state requirement that if it rains more than 1/4 of an inch in an area, that the watering, any irrigation, sprinklers, drips, everything should be off for 48 hours after that rain.
Well, that was the nice thing about these two kind of back-to-back storms about a week apart, is that, and it was so damp and kind of cool between them, you really didn't even need to have the water on.
That's right. And cloud cover also helps, because even if it's cool, but the sun is beating down when you're watering, it leads to more evaporation. So if you've got cloud cover, you don't need to water quite as long. But it takes a lot of time and effort to figure out all these things. So there is an easy solution. There are these devices called smart irrigation controllers. Some of them have little weather stations that attach, and other ones use Wi-Fi data from weather stations out in the community. And they adjust the watering for you based on those real life conditions.
How nice would that be? So you wouldn't have to go out to the garage or wherever your controller is and change it and fiddle with it all the time.
Well, and oftentimes people have these controllers outdoors where it's actively raining, so you don't want to run out in the rain. So these devices are great, and again, the watering guide is a wonderful resource. These tools are both available on the website.
Okay. At your website.
Yes. So if you want to get one of these controllers, dwa.org/controller. And if you don't happen to be a Desert Water Agency customer, please check with your water agency. Most of them have rebates for those controllers as well. And then for the watering guide, dwa.org/guide. And again, that will tell you about how many minutes grass or trees or desert plants need each month of the year.
Okay, right now, just before we go, about 3 to 6 minutes is what you're saying for your lawn at this time of year.
Exactly. And again, if it rains, that's off. But during a typical December day, 3 to 6 minutes.
Doesn't take much. Okay, thanks, Ashley, for being here. Always good water information.